Watching Banana Fish and Derrida in one sit has left me creatively drained. Can't be bothered to make some witty intro remarks, just gonna do it on the fly. They'll come to my head once I'll warm up anyway. Seishun Butayaro wa Bunny Girl Senpai no Yume wa Minai is a 13-episode anime made by Cloverworks that tells us what people who watched anime for longer than a year have known already, and that Japanese teenagers, or maybe teenagers in general, defy all laws of physics, logic, and sometimes reality as we know it. Our main hero of the story is Sakuta Asuzagawa, and he and his sister have experienced the so-called puberty syndrome, or in other words, some weird bullshit. He meets this girl named Mai Sakurajima whose puberty syndrome is being invisible to other people. She's saying that's a bad thing, but I don't know, if I was in her place, at least one supermarket would have a drastic supply shortage. After going through some basic investigation, our main hero solves Mai's problem and they begin to date, and that's pretty much how all the rest of the plot is structured. Boy, girl, puberty, investigation, solving, gained respect. Auntie, that sounds suspiciously like Bakemonogatari. Gee, thank you, viewer. What gave you that idea? Our blunt main protagonist and his herd of girls who kinda like him but not really, or because they all talk like a bunch of autists? Well, okay, jokes aside, this anime really is Bakemonogatari, but without action scenes and fantastical elements like vampires or ghosts. So, Steins Gate, then? Kind of, but not exactly. It shares more features with Monogatari in the end of the day. The anime explains puberty syndrome as quantum physics errors, and besides them, the story pretty much centers on daily interactions between our main protagonist, his girlfriend, and whichever of his close acquaintances is in distress that day, which we can observe because each arc is marked by different endings. The graphics are, for a lack of a better term, good, but not great. They're obviously well made, and a lot of work went into them, but the moment you stop and take a look behind the makeup, you see where they have cut their animation budget, like in close-up shots and then shrinking them to fit into the other frame, the green screen effect when characters are far away, which makes it look as if the character was animated separately from the background, etc. It's not bad by any means, and you'll have to be like me to spot these things immediately, but these are still flaws on a technical level. The music is, to be honest, forgettable, and the only good exception from this is the ending track that is sang by different girls each arc. I think this anime is great for people who want to see a non-exaggerated romance story, or for those who want to see a light-hearted take at supernatural anime, but if you're not into romance at all or don't like tedious walls of dialogue, then there's not much of value in this anime. The only bad thing I can personally tell you about this anime, though, is that it took me 2 episodes to get used to the pacing, and the ending is underwhelming at best. As usual, minimum spoilers, but imagine a session of some tabletop role-playing game where your characters have battled demons, undead, and dragons, managed to pass through devious puzzles and halls that defy common sense, all to stop the evil Dark Lord from conducting a ritual that will doom us all. But once they finally entered the main villain's throne room, all they see is a guy named Steve, who made all of this convoluted plot to lure heroes so that they would help him with his tax papers. And no, you can't kill him, he's immortal.